Okay, so today is the day I'm doing at Grand Targhee Resort. You can see that rendezvous base lodge right behind me. And it's not on the Ikon Pass. It's one of those days I'm doing out of pocket. But it's definitely worth checking out since I'm here in the Tetons. Might as well explore the west side as well. Gonna take the Mill Creek Traverse to the Sacagawea and Coulter lifts because Dreamcatcher was a bit crowded. Well, Sacagawea is a bit crowded as well. Top of Sacagawea, people are gathered at the rope waiting for it to drop so that they can get to Coulter, which at the moment is still not open yet. I think I'll just do a run off of Sacagawea and catch another ride on that instead. And we'll see how it's looking when I get back up. So we got 11 inches of fresh powder on the west side of the Tetons, and this looks good. It's a glade run. At this point, what else do you expect from me? Coulter opened sometime between my first and second runs on Sacagawea. So here it is. This is either Delicious Trees or Mordor Woods. I decided to follow a group that I was riding the Coulter lift with because neither of them is named on the map, and both options sounded very appealing. The view from Tanglefoot on the skier's left side of Coulter sure looks nice, especially on a powder day. So I took Dreamcatcher and then I went Headwall Traverse and then continued east of Headwall because the visibility conditions are not very good. So I headed towards the trees. Well, it turns out the trees I was looking at are out of bounds and Headwall Traverse turns downward. I'm gonna try to find my way down to Blackfoot, but I'll stick with the trees anyway because it's better for depth perception when you've got low vis conditions like these. Well, here it is. We're heading to the Blackfoot lift. As you can see, there's a lot of empty chairs. I was told earlier today that was the case. It is a slow lift, not a detachable. And I was thrown for a loop a bit because I went down the Headwall Traverse thinking I was going to turn skiers right to Headwall. Headwall was a skier's left, which made me wonder, where's the good, the bad, the ugly, and that glade run that comes after it. So I just stayed as far right as I could. A lot of traversing, but some nice trees to go through, and again, some freshies. So still a good run. Every run's been a good run here. So I went skiers right off the top of Blackfoot and stayed there, went past Ravenwood to make sure I can get to either Lost Warrior or Powder Cache, both of which appear to be tree runs on skiers right of Ravenwood, which appears to be just a wide open run that happens to be a little steep. That's how it gets its diamond rating. But I find the woods a bit more interesting. Still a lot of tracts of untouched snow. Even here at the bottom of these glade runs at the far skier's right edge of Grand Targhee. This is as far right as you can go from Blackfoot. Now we just got to traverse back to the lift. So there's a series of runs that come off from the skier's right side of Dreamcatcher. One of them's Headwall. I went down the trees next to it earlier. And then after that, you got these runs called the good, then the bad, then the ugly. Well, these trail signs were a little too covered and I couldn't see them, but then I saw the one for the bad, so I know that I had gone past the good. So I naturally went skiers right from there to hit up the trees in between. Although quite honestly, it looks like this whole thing is trees. It looks like the whole ski area is made of trees. Not complaining. It's a very good thing. And I don't know if I'll have time to do all three of those, but that's okay. The good, bad, and the ugly. They're all basically the same run, if you think about it. This is Happy Hunting Grounds coming off skier's left side of Dreamcatcher. This is mostly a south-facing slope, but since the sun's not out, it doesn't matter. Otherwise, it would have been good to do this first thing in the morning. Anyway, Happy Hunting Grounds has a couple of other gladed runs that branch off it further down. Although that said, seems like the whole mountain's made out of glades. I mean, that's just pure awesomeness right there. Glades to varying degrees, of course. Some dense, some kind of sparse. And it's been a pretty epic day. 11-inch powder and a mountain made of glades. So here it is, last run. And there's my ride back to Jackson, Grand Targhee Resort Shuttle.